Hey, Dan here, and I want to talk to you real quickly about conditional gateways inside of workflows. Odds are within your workflow, you're going to have some decision points in logic where you want to go down a different path based on some criteria that you want to evaluate. In this workflow here, what these first four steps are doing is they're assembling a list of accounts that meet a certain set of criteria. What this conditional gateway does here is it evaluates, are there any, right? And we've got two paths out. We've got yes and we've got no. Now we've got another conditional gateway here, evaluating a variable to see if a counter has been reached. We've even got a third conditional gateway here where we're checking to see if any exemption accounts have been identified. Let's talk about these a little bit more. So the conditional gateway can be found when you're under this inverted Y. That's a conditional gateway, and essentially what that will do is it will create this shape here. All this shape does is just takes a title, right? What it does, though, is it allows for an infinite number of outputs from that conditional gateway that each have their own evaluation criteria. So you can see here I've got yes and no. Yes is yellow, no is black. We'll talk about that more in just a second. But essentially from a conditional gateway, you can create as many paths out as you want to. Now, you can see when I created that service task, it did two things. It created the shape for the service task, and it also created the shape for this conditional. The conditional takes a title, just like anything else within your workflow. So I can give this a snazzy title. And then, we can configure the different actions that take place afterwards. Now, this shape here is also where we set the criteria for what we'll evaluate down this path, right? So in this case, you can see I've got no, yes, maybe, I've also got a variable here, that contains the word maybe, right? In this example, I've got list length and counter. Point being, you can have as many different criteria out of here as you want to. I can say, hey, when the counter is equivalent to, I can evaluate another variable, or I can say a custom value, right? Let's say, hey, when the counter equals 3, then we want to go down this path. I can also set additional and or criteria. So I want to say, hey, when the counter equals 3 and, the list length equals 3, then I want to go down this path. Or if the, email addresses to notify contains Dan. Right? I can put whatever I want to here, but I can have and criteria. I can have or criteria. I can have and as well as or criteria. And essentially, if any of these conditions that I prescribe in this shape are met, then it's going to escape the conditional gateway down that path. Now, you'll notice there's a few configuration types. I'm not going to get into advanced just yet. You can check that out. There's some documentation on it here. It takes a unique expression language, not something you're going to encounter very often. But I do want to talk to you really quickly about the default path. You can see here, this one's black, the others are yellow. The black path is the one that's set to default. Now, what that means is if none of the criteria in your other pathways are met, then it will take the default path. Now, it's not required that you have a default path coming out of every conditional gateway, but when you go to validate and deploy, it will throw a caution or a warning if you do not have a default path out of a conditional gateway, because you could get into a situation where none of the conditions to exit that conditional gateway are met, which is why you want that default path there. So that's the conditional gateway. Again, you can have as many pathways out of there as you want to. You prescribe the criteria to go down that path under the shape that's created after you prescribe the first task that takes place in that path. And then the default path is where it goes if none of that criteria is met. The ability again, to have variables evaluated against each other or against custom values, the ability to use and criteria or criteria. Lots of cool things you can do there. I'm looking forward to seeing and hearing what you guys do. Tell us about it in the community.